We're going to start with some core exercises, so we're going to go ahead and take it down to the floor on our backs. We're going to start with what's called the 100. So we're going to lift our shoulder blades off the floor, chin up, and we're pulsing our arms 100 times. We want to breathe in every 5 pulses and then out again every 5 pulses. So just make sure we're focusing on our breathing. We're counting by 5, and I'll keep track of how many times we pulse to 100. Make sure we're keeping our chins lifted up towards the ceiling. Don't let it come down into our chest. Keep our core nice and tight the whole time, pressing our lower back into the floor. We're almost there. Keep a nice steady pace. And make sure we're breathing. And then we're going to go ahead and take some glute bridges, pressing through our heels, hips up as high as we can go, squeezing our glutes at the top. Ready? 2 more. And then we're going to lift our shoulders, keeping our elbows out to the side. We're extending one leg at a time. Again, we're focusing on keeping that chin up and our core nice and tight. Don't use our hands to pull our head. We want to use our core for that. And then we'll go ahead and give our knees a little hug, rest, bring our feet back down, and we have 5 more glute bridges. We can lift our toes off the ground if we want to make sure our heels are doing all the work to push our bridge to the top. And then again, we're going to bring it up. We can add a rotation, a twist with our elbow to our knee if we want to. If we don't, we can keep it the same way we had it, where we're only focusing on moving our legs and keeping our chin up. Good, almost done. And again, a knee hug. Now we're going to take our arms out to the side. We have what's called our pendulums. We're keeping our core nice and tight, dropping our knees from side to side. Keeping our shoulder blades on the floor, so we're really working that core. And we're going to extend one leg at a time. Again, chin is up to the ceiling, shoulder blades are off the floor, our core is nice and tight. Now we're getting a stretch in those hips. And when we finish, we'll go ahead and take our position for our pendulums again. So arms out to the side, legs 90 degrees, and again we're dropping our knees. We don't need to focus on reaching towards the floor. We want to focus on keeping our core nice and tight. And one more time, we're extending one leg while hugging the other. Shoulder blades off the floor, chin is up. As our core gets tired, make sure we're not dropping our chin into our chest. We want to stay nice and long. And take that knee hug, relax. Back to our pendulum position. And we're going to drop for 2. And switching 3. Try to reach just a little further than we did before, but again, the goal isn't to make it to the floor. Now we're going to extend both knees all the way out, bringing our arms around over our head and back to a knee hug. Keeping our shoulder blades off the floor. Again, chin is up, but we're getting that long extension through our legs and our arms over our head. One more. And go ahead and relax. Now we're going to take 10 glute bridges. Make sure we're pressing through those heels, squeezing our glutes at the top. And we can rest our arms out to the side or move them towards our feet. Once we finish our 10, we're going to hold it at the top for our glute bridge marches. So on that 10th rep, go ahead and hold. And we're lifting one leg at a time, Keeping our hips up as high as we can, pressing through our heel with that foot that's still on the floor. Good. We're going to finish 10 of these marches. Keep those hips nice and high. And relax. And go ahead and take one more knee hug, relax that back, and then extend our legs out in front of us, arms overhead. We're going to start our full body roll-ups. So we're bringing it up, stretching all the way to the ceiling and back down. And again, we have up, reaching it up, stretching through that back at the top. And one more, up and forward, fold it over towards our feet. Then we're going to reach it up and slowly bring it halfway back, keeping that chest lifted up towards the ceiling. And again, reach it up and over towards our feet. And up, again, chest lifted, bringing it halfway back, keeping that core nice and tight. Make sure we're not letting our spine curve while we're leaning back. We want to stay nice and straight, keep that body long. We're bringing our hands forward to counterbalance so we can keep that chest lifted towards the ceiling. And last one, leaning back and up. Now we're going to take our high plank position, and we're going to take our downward dog. So we're pressing through our shoulders, reaching those heels down towards the floor, looking towards our shins. We have two more. And we're going to walk it in towards our feet. We can slightly bend our knees if we need to. And rolling it down, back out to our plank. And again, walk it in, rolling up through that spine. And starting with our head, rolling it down, out to our plank. And up, and roll it up. At our last one, hold that plank strong, and walk it in.